We just have to wait a few minutes here. We're just have to wait for people to regroup into the stream, and then we'll be good. Okay. Put a message out, and yeah. Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. We're just going to wait a few and let the stream regroup. Yeah, we'll just let the stream regroup a bit and let everyone rejoin, and then we'll continue again in about like 3 minutes. I don't know. Stay in the stream though, because like I might start at any moment. I don't know yet. I just put out the. This better not mess up this game. Okay, we're good still. Oh, it might have. Oof. No, we're still good, I think. Yeah, we are. I just put the message out on Instagram again that we are back on the lives on YouTube. So, yeah. If I can type in my phone password correctly. I'm going to end up locking my phone. Because my password is 12 digits on my phone, so. Check. Live on YouTube again, everyone. So you do it. So we're just continuing on going down to the coal. Delivering the coal. There shouldn't be that much longer left of this stream. Yeah. Just wait a little bit more still. Okay. We'll just wait for maybe 2 or 3 more people to join the stream, so it's not a pointless stream. Checking out the YouTube beta thing. The Creator Studio thing. I've never actually used Creator Studio. I should see what it's all about. Yeah. Yes, we are back. Sorry about that before. Okay. Yeah, stuff was just happening. I needed to talk to some people about some things, and we're good now. Yeah, we're continuing on with the live stream. In about 2 minutes or so, I'd say, personally. Okay. Yeah, I want to check out this like YouTube beta thing, like the YouTube Studio. Never like actually. I've always been it's always like YouTube has always advertised it to me, but I've never like wanted to use it because I don't know actually how good it is. But I don't know. Guess I should use it more. Or I should start using it. Yeah, so we're still going here in about 1 minute. You haven't finished my question about Churchill thing. Hello. Oh, about the Churchill. Yeah, Churchill. So we're actually getting into the game again right now. So Churchill, the situation with that is Via Rail was needed their locomotives back. There was 2 F40s and 16 cars up there in Churchill, and the government, or Via Rail, actually made the company that owned the line pay for the shipment of 2 locomotives and 16 cars. And when I say shipment, I literally mean these engines were shipped across the ocean. Well, it wasn't across the ocean, but they went from Churchill down to, I think they went into Quebec, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know if they're back yet or not. I haven't heard anything of it. I don't know if 6402 is back. It's because 6402 was one of the units that were out there, and it was a wrapped unit. It was one of 5 wrapped F40s, which brought, obviously, the wrapped F40s down to 4 wrapped F40s in the VIA 150 scheme. But from what I know, there is plans to refix the line. Fix the line. I'm hearing both. I'm hearing that they're gonna fix the line, and then I read an article where saying the company doesn't want the line to be a thing anymore. I don't know. All I know is that the engines are actually like coming back into service. Oh, we've actually still got quite the ways to go. I thought we were farther than this. Okay. Guess I was wrong. Who messaged me? We're starting to get up into like the curves in the mountain and stuff like that now too. I don't believe there's any. What's the speed? 25. The stream's a little bit behind again, but that's not. It's not too bad. I don't think we missed anything. Yep. Such a good-looking locomotive. Never understood why they didn't actually have like plows on these locomotives, like snow plows on them. Because even the engines that GEXR has, there's like at least a little bit of a snow plow on them, or just a plow in general. Yeah, sorry for the lag in the stream once again. Oh, there's like a little straight piece of track there. Doesn't look like. Yeah, this wiper stops. Look, you can see it. I don't know if you can see my cursor. I think you can. Yeah, you should be able to. Didn't CSX? Yeah, CSX actually still does have F40 PHs. They are undergoing a rebuild in Canada right now, actually. As we speak, one of them has been completed. The other one is just entering the rebuild. From the exact same place that actually rebuilt Via Rail's F40s, the CAD Rail Canada, CAD Railway Industries. They are rebuilding CSX's 2 F40s, number 9998 and 9999. I remember watching a video of actually when they got to Canada. Hello, welcome back to the stream. If I can type on this laptop. I feel like I missed a whistle post somewhere. No, maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Because I just feel like I'm gonna miss like a post or something. and the stream thing on YouTube that I'm watching on this laptop is messing up and very delayed in itself with the watching, because from what I'm seeing, there's more than the amount that is actually watching. I don't know though. It's going back and forth, so. Oh, awesome. So we're about halfway there, I think. No, we got another 8 miles to go. Awesome. What would I do if I owned 6917 or 6921? In all honesty, that is actually a rather tough question to answer. I would probably try and bring them back into service somehow, even if it was like a short line service. The only problem is there's no LRC coaches that have been sold off by VIA. VIA has rostered their coaches since like 1982. Like, the only ones that have been retired are ones that have gotten into accidents. Even a good portion of them have been restored. So, something very rare I saw on a YouTube video was a VIA F40PH and Canadian team pulling the American Orient Express. Yes, I actually completely forgot that Canadian National also actually owns, I think, an F40 or 2 F40s. They are just flat red, and I don't believe they have a logo on them. I don't remember. Actually, I'll search it up on this laptop. And I'd show you guys, but it's a little difficult. CN. Let's see, because I can't remember if it's CN's F. Yeah, CN owns F40PHs. Yeah, they own a. Oh, I missed a crossing. Of course. What else is new though? It's okay. Because I'm doing a little bit of research for you guys. Yeah, CN actually owns an F40 or 2 F40s for Algonquin Canyon. It's used like a tourist line kind of thing. Now let's hope we didn't miss another whistle post. Okay, we seem good. I feel like there's a... Okay, no, it's not here. That I'm thinking of. Turn this. Oh, notch down. Oh, now we're at like that fight on the grade though. Eh. This is always the most challenging part of this, is climbing the grade and making sure that you don't overspeed. And it's just a very difficult balance. I actually don't mind descending though with dynamic brakes. It's a really good challenge. You know how Rapido made the prototype LRC last night? Really? I know that companies do sell their prototypes, but I didn't know Rapido would sell their prototype LRC. Because I bought mine. I was able to talk down the price of mine to like almost nothing. I talked down the price of my LRC to like, I think it was it was $192 that I talked mine down to. But after shipping, it came to shipping and import taxes. It came to like $300. I don't think DTG has fixed the lighting. DTG hasn't fixed the lighting problem yet. Awesome. Because oh yeah, I think we actually are gonna have to descend the grade a little bit here too. Because if I'm not mistaken, there should be a long tunnel here. No, maybe not. Okay, I was wrong. Sorry. Messed up a little bit. It's all good. Oh, the prototype LRC. Now I know what you're talking about. The actual prototype LRC itself. Yeah, that one. Really? I've seen one when I was originally looking for an LRC. I won't buy one though. I refuse to buy one. Rapido I know is dedicated to like detail in numbers and stuff like that. Like they're changed their numbers. Like change detail according to number. But their prototype LRC does not look anything like the real LRC prototype whatsoever. Like the real LRC's prototype ditch lights were above the nose, or the curve, the point from where it went to its plow, curved up and then went into its windshield. The ditch lights were originally almost right beside where the headlight was. But that unit I found out recently actually, and I wish I could go back and put the information in Engines of Via, via the LRC episode, is CN. It was the prototype was actually leased out to CN first before Amtrak even considered an LRC. Amtrak actually didn't test an LRC. They actually just straight up purchased a set of LRCs to test, and with an agreement with Montreal Locomotive Works saying if we don't like them, we're allowed to return them. And that was the case. And it's not even the fact that they didn't like them, they just found more efficient ways, more efficient stuff than LRCs. And that would be stuff like with the ASLA, not the ASLA, sorry, the AM fleet. Because it was around that time that EMD had introduced the F40. This is only about a year after EMD had introduced their F40. And obviously, as we all know, Amtrak rostered almost 250 F40s at one time. And at the time, the LRC was something, could you rely on it or couldn't you? The F40 was proven 100% reliable. And that's evident how Via still uses their F40s to this day. And a lot of companies still use their F40s. And I feel like, on the topic again of Via Rail, if I was like in charge of Via Rail, if I was in charge of Amtrak, I would definitely bring back an F40PH. Now I know that Amtrak has cabbage cars, and people get excited when you see a cabbage car because it's an F40PH, but it's not like, it's not the same. It's a cabbage car. It doesn't have an engine, and you don't get to hear the EMD prime mover inside of it. Now, if you still had, I'm just gonna throw out a random F40 number. If you still had, if they like, let's say they brought back F40PH 210, you have a real F40PH. You have the full-on engine. You have these sounds from an F40PH, the sounds that a lot of people remember from when they were younger. You might even have the horn. You have Phase 3 delivery. It's just, I feel like Amtrak does a lot, but an F40 needs to be one of those things that they include in that a lot. And yes, we are talking about the F40PH. On top of the LRC being one of my all-time favorite locomotives, the F40PH is definitely right up there with the LRC. Hands down. I've stated this before, but I personally don't like the Via Rail rebuilds. I feel like they just don't look right. I remember the F40PHs having a deck on the back, being gray and yellow and black and blue, with the blue stripe on the side of them. I don't like them, probably because of the fact that it doesn't seem as bright. Via Rail used to advertise the company as a bright company. You know, they had bright gray locomotives with yellow noses, like bright yellow noses. They had blue locomotives, they had blue cars, stainless steel cars, stuff like that. And now they're going to extremely dark green locomotives and extremely dark green coaches. Now, from what I heard, this, don't 100% quote me on this one, but I have heard from somebody that there is a very, very, very slim chance of this happening. Via Rail wants to bring out of retirement the 5 remaining LRC locomotives that they have in the solution for the Canadian high-speed problem. They're looking at it as a possible option to high-speed rail, the 5 LRCs. The other options, which are more likely, is Simeon's chargers, which I'm against. I do not like Simeon's chargers whatsoever. And then the other option is the EMD high-speed train, which I'm also completely against. Via Rail has always been a company that shows off their power and that they're a diesel company. With the Montreal Locomotive Works, the GMD, the LRCs, stuff like that. They've always showed that they are diesel and that what they're into is power. Not speed, they're into power. And with the introduction of like something like Simeon's chargers or EMD high speeds, it takes away from what Via used to be. It completely takes away from that. Via Rail, although they don't have anything close to what Amtrak has in terms of heritage or schemes, Via Rail is dedicated to the preservation of the Canadian. They want to keep that authentic for as long as they possibly can. They want to bring you back to the 1950s on the railroad that built Canada itself. Like, I actually just recently read in a CRO article that Simeon's chargers are running in Vancouver right now. Not on testing for Via Rail. It's the Amtrak Simeon's chargers. Because Amtrak runs up into Vancouver a little bit and down, and then I think they go, I don't remember where they go into the States, but it's now instead of being led by not F40s, P42s, the Simeon's charger has almost completely replaced it on that train. I think it's like 656, and I think the number is VS 656. I'm not sure though. Hold on. Oh, I completely misspelled that. Okay. Alright. It's like the fact that I want to see one so I can see it in person, see if I like it in person. But the engine, it's not Via. It's not a Via thing. It just doesn't look like Via should roster it. Now, P42s and F40PHs, that just looks right with Via. Now, from what I understand, this engine, the Simeon chargers would also be put into Renaissance scheme. With the way that the locomotive looks, the Renaissance scheme just would not work. And the reason being, the way that I'm looking at it is, if you look at the nose on the locomotive and the way that it tilts, it's like the P42 DCs, except it's almost bigger. The P42 DCs have almost, their angle is a lot sharper than the Simeon's chargers, and their bodies almost are smaller, and their long hoods are smaller than the Simeon's chargers. And the way that the Vias work is the yellow stripe comes up along the top a little bit, and then the one goes along the bottom. But then you also have the teal that covers the top portion of the locomotive, but you also have it looking, because the way that they are is they're like, on the sides before you hit the windows on the front of the engine, it slants in. On the Simeon's chargers, it's just straight, and it's almost like a flat face on it. And Via made Renaissance scheme work with the P42s because of this angle on the P42s. Since the Simeon's chargers doesn't have that angle, Renaissance, the stripe that goes across the top the yellow stripe that matches up with the HEP coaches and the LRC coaches won't, like, I guess you could say, flow in that case as much as it does on the P42s or even the F40s. Like the F40s, would guarantee I would pick an F40 over a Simeon's Charger any day. Did I hear that Donald Trump wants to cut Amtrak service in the West and Midwest? I heard something about Donald Trump wanting to cut service, like cut Amtrak services. Am I against this? Yes. I do feel like, although I've always like been more into VIA than I have been Amtrak. I do enjoy looking up Amtrak's history, since Amtrak does have a very rich history in the beginning, and Via Rail itself was inspired by Amtrak.